तू चलता चल, तू चलता चल, तू चलता चल, तू बढ़ता चल।
Are government employees not allowed to state their political opinion in a social or public platform like Instagram, Facebook, etc.? If this is true, what's your opinion? In my view, this is correct. Like, so long as I was in service, I had no, freedom to express my views, and it would be awkward. Let us say if I am not in consonance, I do not appreciate the views expressed by my chief, which was definitely true at the time when the President CDS Rawat, when he was the army chief, I was not, in agreement with what he was saying. It would not be okay for me to be expressing those things in a public forum. That would not be correct. What happens, see, it's the outlook is like this, that once an organization is working, let's say we are now No Frills Academy. So we are connected with the society. Now the people who are directly working, like if Bhamini has some view, my son has some view, I have a view which is differing from each other. So it's okay, we thrash it out among ourselves. But thereafter, but to any third party, we should present a cohesive front. But we should not be speaking in two different languages. That would not be correct. So to that extent, I feel this is okay. I do not know about all other government organizations, but I think that this logic applies to them also. Like, let's say in a railway some accident has happened, some incident has happened, and somebody goes out to the media and tells, that actually, this thing had happened, which is different from the official view. So there would be confusion. Like I was just yesterday reading of a case of one girl in the Naval Academy for kissing a boy. So she has got withdrawn. So she has gone to court and all, something was happening. Now, if somebody who was just directly involved there, or some of our course mate or somebody, they go to the media and they give their version, there could be, confusion. That would not be good in my view. Fine. Then, if, for example, the government orders a defense body to carry out an immoral operation, Holocaust, mass killing of some religion, tribes, 2001 Gujarat communal riots, etc. How will an officer or soldier who is against this ideology go about it? My God, very tough questions. What are the options for the officer, soldier, considering he is not a high rank holder? Meenal Pant, you are putting him into a lot of difficulties. Thankfully, I am retired, I can hear my view. Firstly, I will tell you my view. I haven't obeyed any such order. Never. And also, I will tell you, there is one thing very interesting which you should note. And this is something you could see even in the interview of Raghuram Rajan, which I have paraphrased, and it has been posted on our website, where Shekhar Gupta has spoken to him. You know what happens? Initially, of course, first 2, 3, 4, 5 years, people may not know. But once you have, say, somewhere around 10 years service and all that, then wherever you go, your reputation travels before you. So, I was never asked these funny kind of things, because it was already known that, this guy is not going to get involved in such a stuff. I can give you just one example which will give you an idea how these things work. Once upon a time, as a major, I was a young major, I was handling operations and intelligence in Kohima in Nagaland. And there, what happened was, situation was that uh, our brigade, we used to call it Sector 5, which was headquarters at Kohima, it had certain areas under us, so let's not get into that. And there was a different brigade headquarters which was located in Dimapur, quite 40 kilometers away. Now, the policy existing in Trikur, which was also located near Dimapur, was that anybody who has information has the right to carry out operation, even if the operation is to be conducted in the area of someone else. Because if the intelligence had to be shared, it would take time. Probably people would be reluctant to share the intelligence because everybody is trying to, increase his counts of terrorists killed and weapons recovered. They kind of this number game goes on in life. Fauj is absolutely part of that number game. So that was the policy. So situation was that my commander, Brigadier Saab, I was a major, he had gone and there was a social gathering in the house of the chief minister, and there was a media conference going on in that. So a lot of national media and all was there. So they were to be there for 2 days. Now at that time, this information came, and Lieutenant Colonel, a major, they came that we have got this information, we have come from the neighboring formation and we want to carry out this operation. Now, thing is that because this number game is there, this competition is there between the brigadiers and all that, so there is a desire that no one else should carry out operation in the area which, your brigadier is the head. And this is the trend. So the trend is that, people are working to promote the interests of the brigadier rather than promote the interests of Indian Army. That's how generally India works actually, We look after the personal interests of people rather than organization. With the same logic, अब की बार ट्रम्प सरकार and all, Modi went and said, after all, हमें क्या लेना देना ट्रम्प की सरकार हो या बाइडेन की सरकार हो, हिंदुस्तान है, अमेरिका है, वो प्रेसिडेंट है, it could be any XYZ president, and we should deal with that person accordingly. So this kind of outlook exists in Indian society. So that was there. So I spoke to my commander. I told him, sir, this thing has happened. He said, नहीं यार देखो गड़बड़ हो जाएगी. ये कोहिमा टाउन में वो कर देंगे. मीडिया भी इतना आ रखा है यहाँ पर. We'll have problems. Then we'll have problems over our head. They will create trouble. Then we'll keep having to resolve it. So he said, you should tell them that they should not do the operation. Create some, fictitious reason that they should not carry out the operation. So I said, sir, fine, I have understood your arguments. In any case, I know your logic and your mind because we've been working together for about 1 year. You see, thing is that, are we as defense services, are we here to do counter-terrorist operations or get bothered about what is happening in Chief Minister's house and what is media doing and all that? He said, no, very clear, we are here to conduct counter-terrorist operations. I said, the policy is very clear that whoever has information, he should carry out the operation. So they have information, they want to carry out. He said, at that point is correct. And I said, the orders are that we are, supposed to cooperate and provide them whatever information and guidance they need. He said, that is also correct. I said, then we should do that. What are the standard policies? We should just abide by that. And not hinder other people from working. Fine. So he was very reluctant. Then he said, okay, fine, let them carry out the operation. So they did carry out and they were successful. And my commander was pretty unhappy about it. So you're getting the perspective. You see, if you follow the right lines, nobody can ask you to do something which is not okay. Once you start doing the line and you don't abide by the standard procedures and all that, then things can then you get pushed around. So my view is that if you go by the correct rules and regulations, people can't make you bend like that. Fine. So whether you are a soldier or junior, senior, illegal orders you should not be obeying. I haven't written, I think on my website on Quora, I have written this kind of an answer. तो मीनल दबना नहीं है बिल्कुल.
हाँ सर.
हाँ, सही उस पे चलो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं होगी.
ओके.
फाइन.